Have you ever stopped and thought, this doesn't feel like the world I grew up in? It's a quiet, unsettling feeling many of us share. Things just feel different. It's not just nostalgia or getting older. There's a tangible shift in the air, a sense that the very fabric of our reality has been rewoven. But why? What's really going on? Over the next 10 minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain and explore the powerful forces that are reshaping our world and our experience of living in it. Let's start with the most obvious culprit, digital acceleration. Think about it. Just 2 decades ago, the internet was a place you dialed into. Now, it's a universe in our pockets. We've gone from flip phones to supercomputers that stream, connect, and process information at light speed. This isn't just a technological upgrade. It's a fundamental rewiring of our brains and our society. Our attention spans are shorter, our patience is thinner, and our expectation for instant gratification is higher than ever. Algorithms curate our reality, feeding us a personalized stream of content that can feel both comforting and incredibly isolating. We're more connected than ever, yet we often feel more alone. This digital whirlwind is the constant humming backdrop to our modern lives, a force that's changing how we think, feel, and interact with each other in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Then came the great disruptor, the COVID-19 pandemic. It wasn't just a health crisis. It was a global timeout that forced us to confront the fragility of our systems and our lives. Suddenly, the world hit pause. Streets were empty, skies were quiet, and the familiar rhythm of daily life was replaced by an eerie stillness. Working from home, social distancing, lockdowns, these weren't just temporary measures. They became a catalyst for a massive re-evaluation of what matters. People quit their jobs in droves during the Great Resignation, searching for more meaning, better balance, and greater flexibility. The pandemic accelerated trends like remote work by a decade, but it also left deep scars. We collectively experienced loss, anxiety, and a profound sense of uncertainty. The aftermath isn't just economic or political. It's deeply psychological. We emerged into a world that felt familiar, yet fundamentally altered. The ghost of the pandemic lingers, reminding us that the normal we once knew can vanish in an instant. As if that weren't enough, we're living through an era of unprecedented political polarization. It feels like the middle ground has completely disappeared. Nuance is dead, replaced by shouting matches on social media and cable news. It's us versus them, left versus right, with seemingly no room for conversation or compromise. This division is amplified by the same algorithms we just talked about. Echo chambers and filter bubbles reinforce our existing beliefs, making it harder and harder to understand, let alone empathize with, anyone who thinks differently. This constant state of ideological warfare is exhausting. It erodes trust in our institutions, trust in our leaders, and most worryingly, trust in each other. When every news story and every social interaction feels like a potential battleground, it's no wonder the world feels more hostile and fragmented. We're losing our shared sense of reality, retreating into our respective tribes where we feel safe, but are ultimately more divided. Now, let's talk about money. For millions, a cloud of economic anxiety hangs over every decision. The cost of living is soaring. Housing, gas, groceries, everything feels more expensive, while wages struggle to keep up. The dream of a stable, middle-class life, a house, a family, a secure retirement, feels increasingly out of reach for younger generations. They're burdened with student debt and facing a gig economy that offers flexibility but little security. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about the daily stress of making ends meet. It's the knowing feeling that no matter how hard you work, you're always just one unexpected expense away from disaster. This constant financial pressure shapes our choices, our relationships, and our outlook on the future. It breeds a sense of cynicism and hopelessness, making it difficult to plan for a future that feels so uncertain. Looming over all of this is the existential threat of climate change. It's no longer a distant problem for future generations. It's here now. We see it in the record-breaking heat waves, the ferocious wildfires, the devastating floods, and the once-in-a-century storms that now seem to happen every year. This constant barrage of climate disasters creates a unique form of anxiety known as climate grief. It's a feeling of sadness, fear, and helplessness in the face of a problem so immense. It's mourning for the world we're losing, the melting glaciers, the dying coral reefs, the disappearing species. For young people especially, this can feel like an inherited crisis, a future stolen before it even began. This ecological anxiety is a heavy burden, coloring our perception of the world with a sense of impending doom and questioning the very sustainability of our way of life. Finally, let's tie it all together with social disconnection. We are social creatures, hardwired for community and belonging. Yet our modern world often pushes us apart. The digital world offers a shallow substitute for real human connection. Neighborhoods have become less connected, with fewer people knowing their neighbors. Third places, the community hubs like parks, libraries, and local cafes where people once gathered are dwindling. We commute longer, work more, and have less time for the spontaneous, face-to-face interactions that build strong communities. This loneliness epidemic is a silent crisis. It affects our mental and physical health, making us more susceptible to depression and anxiety. We're living in a paradox, surrounded by people, yet feeling profoundly alone. This deep-seated need for connection is going unmet, leaving a void that no amount of screen time can fill. So, why does the world feel so different? It's not one single thing. It's the dizzying speed of digital change. It's the collective trauma of a global pandemic. It's the bitter poison of political division. It's the crushing weight of economic anxiety. It's the existential dread of a changing climate. And it's the quiet ache of social disconnection. These are not separate issues. They are interconnected forces, creating a perfect storm of disruption that is fundamentally changing our experience of being alive. It's a lot to process, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. But understanding these forces is the first step. It gives us a map to navigate this strange new world. The feeling is real. The world asterisk has asterisk changed. But recognizing this shared experience is powerful. It reminds us that we're not alone in feeling this way. And if we're all in this together, maybe, just maybe, we can find a way to navigate it together. By fostering real connections, seeking common ground, and focusing on the small, meaningful actions within our control, we can start to rebuild a sense of community and hope in this brave new world. The future is unwritten, and while the challenges are immense, so is our capacity for resilience, adaptation, and compassion. If you've been struggling with these feelings, please know that help is available. Reaching out to a mental health professional, a friend, or a family member can make a world of difference. Your well-being matters. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please consider liking and subscribing for more explorations of our changing world.